call came at 2:47 in the afternoon on March 14, 2023. 73-year-old Margaret Chen answered her phone in Sacramento, California. The voice on the other end was calm, authoritative, and utterly convincing. He claimed to be Sergeant David Williams of the California Highway Patrol. There had been a terrible accident. Margaret's son David had been arrested for vehicular manslaughter after hitting a pedestrian. He was being held without bail. But there was hope. If Margaret wired $15,000 immediately, her son could go home tonight. Margaret was not a fool. She had lived 73 years, raised 3 children, survived her husband's death 6 years prior. But the caller knew her son's name, his birthday, his address, his employer. Details only family would know. And when he transferred her to what he claimed was a county jail, she heard her son's voice, sobbing, begging her to help. Margaret went to 3 different banks, withdrawing everything she had. She wired the money. Then she called her daughter-in-law from the parking lot. That was when she learned David was at work, completely fine, never arrested. Margaret had just lost her entire savings to one of America's fastest-growing fraud schemes, the fake police officer scam. In 2022 alone, the FBI documented over $113 million in losses from government impersonation fraud. The anatomy of this scam is disturbingly predictable. It begins with a cold call from someone claiming to be law enforcement. They speak with authority and urgency. They cite badge numbers and case files. They know your name, your address, personal details about your family. This information comes from data breaches, social media, and lists sold on the dark web. The scenario varies, but the structure remains consistent. Your grandson has been arrested. Your daughter has been in an accident. A loved one has been taken into custody. The bail amount is always specific, always urgent, always payable only through untraceable methods, wire transfers, gift cards, or cryptocurrency. Some operations now use artificial intelligence to clone the voice of your loved one, making the deception nearly impossible to detect. These callers work from overseas call centers in Romania, India, and Jamaica, trained by elaborate scripts, coached to exploit emotional vulnerabilities. The psychological toll extends far beyond financial loss. Many victims develop severe depression and lasting trauma. They question their own judgment for years. The shame prevents most from reporting, which means official numbers represent only a fraction of the true damage. But there is hope. The FBI's recovery asset team has frozen and returned millions in stolen funds. In 2023, a multi-agency operation arrested 47 suspects across 3 countries, disrupting a network responsible for over $200 million in losses. Community organizations have launched awareness campaigns targeting elderly populations. Police departments now send officers to senior centers to educate residents about the warning signs. Margaret Chen appeared at a Sacramento press conference in October 2023, determined to share her story. She sat beside her son David and spoke calmly about that March afternoon, about the 3 banks and the wire transfer in the parking lot where her world collapsed. She lost her home that year. She now lives in an assisted living facility, her independence gone, her savings gone, but she is alive and she is speaking out. The phone call lasted 3 minutes and cost her everything. The fake police officer scam is not just a financial crime. It is an assault on trust itself, on the bonds between generations, on our fundamental belief that we can protect the people we love. These scammers hunt the vulnerable with patience and total disregard for human suffering. They are counting on our silence to continue. Do not give it to them. Share this story. Talk to your family. And if you receive a call like this, hang up the phone and call your loved one directly. That pause might save everything you have. If you enjoyed this story, like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you never miss the next one. Stay sharp.